Here we go. Let's go. All right, welcome guys. We have another live corporate update. We have the whole team tonight. We have Albert, we have Marcus, we have Crypto Craig, we have Josh, the Jedi, and I am TW Dawson. I'm excited to have you guys join us tonight. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about, a lot of content, and we don't want to hold you guys up any longer. I'm going to pass it to you, Marcus, and let us go. There you go, sir.
TW, thanks so much for the kind introductions. We actually have some exciting announcements tonight. You guys are going to be absolutely panda pumped. I've actually borrowed TW's t-shirt, got it spray painted on. So thanks for that, for the loan, TW. Very, very good. So guys, it's been an exciting last week. We've had some things coming together we've been waiting on, and we're super pumped to get this information to you. So I'm going to push up the PowerPoint and get straight into it because we do have a lot of content to share, and this will be absolutely worth your while. Even if you own one PPM token, you're going to want to see this information. So tonight we're going to go through an update on the Panda app. We're going to talk about the pancake listing date, the marketing, the golden goose. You want to wait, can't wait to show you guys this one. Decryption Labs, we've got the guys on from there who are going to show us a bit about this, and also the Panda merchandise. So let's do a bit of a quick update on what's happening with the Panda app. Two things. One is that we've noticed that the Google and Android progress has been a little bit ahead of what we've seen with iOS. However, we still are seeing some functionality issues with people who are using Android phones. We're aware of those, and we've actually just brought in a second expert as a consultant to help our team on that. So we are being as proactive as possible there. Now, literally yesterday, we had an update. July 10th went into the Apple Store. So there was a new update that's in the Apple Store now for the app. We've noticed that a lot of people who have Apple phones are experiencing login issues. Some people can have been able to log straight in. Majority have not. And we actually had yesterday one of the community members, Grant, he found a workaround which worked for me personally. It may not work for everybody. And that is basically where you enter the email OTP, then you enter the email OTP again, where it's asking you to enter the SMS. Enter the email again, and it will fail as expected. You then click on the right-hand side, you delete those numbers, and then you enter the SMS OTP straight into the app. So that worked for myself. There still are some functionalities in there that need to be fixed and updated, but at least we're able to get in and start having a look around and actually start fixing anything that's not working correctly. So anybody who wants to check their token balance or look at their Panda pals, we suggest you do that via the website, punkpanda.io. Now, I'm going to hand over to Albert, our CEO, to talk about we've finished the pre-sale now and talk about just where we are and what you'll be seeing going forward with the PunkPanda farm back office. Albert, over to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Listen, the sale is finished, and if you could bring up the rest of the things that are on the slide here, Marcus. And what's going to happen here is that there's no withdrawals going on at this period. On July 29th, you'll see that you're going to have two wallets, and that wallet is a staked wallet. If you had like $1 left over in commissions or $2 or anything like that, all of that this week is being moved over into the staked wallet. So you'll be receiving rewards on it every 30 minutes. And when you see those two wallets, it's going to be staked. And then from the staked, everybody on August 28th will be able to move over the 1% into the available, and you can do your withdrawal from there. So the available wallet will mean withdrawal. So I'm going to be recording a video on this. And also the next time we do a corporate update call, we'll be walking you through all the steps that are going to be very simple. The back office will operate exactly like the app, so there'll be no confusion. And what I want everybody to know is that right now, even that the pre-sale is done, the Panda 11 tokens will be able to withdraw on July 29th, the day of the listing. However, everybody can go to Panda 11 right now and actually play on Panda 11. If you do a withdrawal, well, the withdrawal will just be done in BNB or Ethereum or Tron, whatever your choices be. We can go to the next slide, Marcus.
Oh, this is back to me, I think.
Back to the video. Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So guys, PunkPanda is proud to present the countdown is on. It's happening. The PunkPanda listing will be Friday, July the 29th. We've got a video prepared. It's a 1-minute video that you guys are going to be able to share to all of your contacts. You're going to be able to post it on Facebook. You can send it to people privately. The guys have done an amazing job of it. So immediately following this Zoom, I will be posting that in the Telegram group. Those snapshots were just a couple of images from there. So the marketing blitz has begun. The contract address on Pancake will not be given until that listing time, so that you know you're going into the correct pool. The token will be listed as promised at $1.50. And ultimately what we're going to be seeing is a token hitting the market when a lot of people, their crypto worlds around them are crashing. Somebody even said in the Telegram group today, please do not list this project in this bear market, which, you know, is a fair comment to make. So we're going to bring on Crypto Craig and Jedi Josh to talk about how we're positioned, why we are listing. But you know what? It is a bear market, but we're going to be putting it into a PunkPanda bear market, guys. This is something where people are going to be looking for a safe place. They're going to be actually evaluating, is this a real project rather than a pump and dump, rather than just a hype and no hope, right? So this is a real project that we know already has the world's first crypto sports fantasy app in play. Very soon coming the Panda Academy crypto education. Toward the end of the year, the Panda Legends NFT game. We're going to obviously have improvements on the Panda app 2.0. We had one guy told us he registered 30 or 40 new people just yesterday on the app. So that's evolving very fast. Guys, the listing, it's funny, we had some of the guys just posted on our Telegram, I think 2 days ago, the actual listing date, right? We said, well, let's see who's watching. And I had a message from Ronye, one of our Telegram admins, and he goes, hey, I just saw this. Should I post this in the Telegram group? And I said, well, no, let's just see if anyone sees it. If not, we'll announce it on the call. And then Keith, God bless him, he's posted in the Telegram group. So I seen this ad about the 29th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know, perhaps I'm seeing things. Ronye, that's just me. Now someone's reported it like a UFO sighting. People thought it's never going to happen. They're seeing things, but guess what? It's happening. So let me hand over to Crypto Craig to give us the scoop on what's happening with the listing, how we're positioned, and you know, how you see this moving forward over the next couple of weeks, sir.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much. I forget how fun these calls are. We get on, you know, TW gets me pumped up, and then you guys get me all fired up. I love it. So guys, thanks for everyone being on. I am dialing in tonight from the small state of Rhode Island. Any New Englanders, hope you're doing well. But I'm pretty excited that we finally have, I wouldn't say the finish line, but the beginning of the race is now in sights. And we're set hell or high water on the 29th, which is great. So I think some of the early utilities of the token are actually being able to stake the token and to farm. Some of the stuff we're going to show you and talk through the basics of tonight. You know, don't get overwhelmed by any of it. We'll have videos and tutorials that walk you through, and we'll also do corporate Zooms where we show you how to do all this. But that's actually a utility right there, being able to do it. There's not too many projects that reward you every 30 minutes just for holding a token. Can you imagine if Bank of America did that? You know, we'd be doing okay, but they're not. So PunkPanda has done it. And I love the reward system because it entices people to hold, which therefore promotes, you know, a healthy price action. It's good. You sometimes have to give people reasons to hold tokens even outside of utility so that they don't just move it around, dump it onto something else. And the team has done a really good job of enticing people to do so. So the marketing is kicked off. Actually, would you mind just sharing that slide again? I can only see your, I don't know if you do the screen share. Then we'll kick it over to Josh. So yeah, the marketing is kicked off, which is great. We're focusing on Panda 11, and now we're releasing some stuff on the staking and all the different things that you can do with PPM tokens this week, which is great. So keep an eye out for that. And then really what we want to do here is show you the blocked out portion of the site. If you go to the PunkPanda farm site right now, you can't see this part. And we're going to show you what it looks like, how it functions, and all the cool utilities that you can do into what we've built here. So I'm going to bring on Jedi Josh as we go through and show you some of this, and we'll bring it back to kind of talk about some of the stuff that's coming in the next couple of weeks.
Hey guys, can everybody hear me all right?
Yes, sir. Coming through loud and clear.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, give me 1 second here so I can share my screen and kick it off. All right, can you guys all see it?
Yep.
Great. So we wanted to take the chance to kind of get everybody acquainted to the protocol. This is a really exciting addition to the ecosystem. You know, in addition to the staking that you guys are already familiar with, you know, within the back office, we wanted to give folks a decentralized option to earn those rewards and have an additional incentive when they buy their PPM tokens. So, you know, we've been promoting for quite a while. We're going to be doing staking. We're going to be doing farming. I know those words might not sound very familiar to a lot of folks, so we're going to cover what those mean, the process of purchasing through the protocol, and what that's going to entail. Luckily, we did spend some time creating a step-by-step guide here on how you can go about buying the tokens of the protocol. So if you're not really familiar with the process, don't feel too concerned. You're going to have a step-by-step guide. Plus, we've added buttons to make it even easier to add the token to your wallet. So it's going to be easy peasy for those folks who are kind of new to the, you know, the Web3 space. So if you go to the PunkPanda Farm website, you're not going to be able to view this yet. I just wanted to spend some time demoing it with the community so you guys get a sense of, you know, how it works. When you get to the PunkPanda Farm website, what you're going to do is you're first going to connect your wallet. So if you go here in the corner to connect your wallet, what you can do is you can connect, you know, whatever wallet you want in your MetaMask. In this case, I'll be using an account for demo here. You'll go down to the stake and swap option where you can swap. You'll take your BNB and you'll input the number that you'd like to buy. So in this case, I'm going to be buying a small amount of BNB worth of PMP. Once you go here and you enter your number, it'll basically put the output number. I'm only going to be buying a small amount here just for demonstration's sake. Once you have that in there, you'll go ahead and hit swap. It'll ask you to confirm the swap, which brings up your wallet, right? And then once you have that swap there, it'll basically go through the transaction and you'll be able to see it in your wallet. Now, the other great thing about this is that you're also going to be able to add the token contract without going through any kind of a difficult manual process. If you notice up top here on the right where my cursor is, there's an add PPM to MetaMask. If you hit that button, it'll prompt your wallet to show the token, and all you have to do is hit add token. So it's a really simple process. It only takes a couple of clicks. When you do that, you'll get your PPM. Now, once you have your PPM, you've got two options. You can stake it or you can farm it. Now, for those of you who aren't really familiar with the differences, staking just means that you're basically locking up your tokens, very similar to the way that you have them in the back office. When you stake them, you enter the amount that you'd like to stake and you enable that contract. That basically allows those tokens to begin earning rewards, right? You'll see the earnings as you grow your balance. You'll also have a dashboard so you can see your different rewards. So there's your staking rewards on one side, your farming rewards on the other side. Now, farming, I know we say this term a lot of folks aren't familiar with it. Essentially what farming is when you provide liquidity on PancakeSwap, right? You can take the LP tokens that you receive. Those LP tokens are essentially just a marker of the liquidity that you've provided, so you can go back there and retrieve those funds that you've placed in there. And when you farm, basically what it is you're just you're staking those LP tokens. That's all. Now, one thing I should mention is the rewards that you're going to be earning on the farm are significantly greater than what you're going to be earning in staking. Farming does a very necessary service for the project. It actually helps increase the liquidity so that people can trade and have a better exchange stability rate. It's something that really helps projects really get off the ground, maintain a really healthy market. So we want to make sure that there's a really substantial incentive there for folks to go ahead and do that. So once you buy your PPM, if you'd like, you can visit PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap will let you add liquidity. Now, you don't necessarily have to go to PancakeSwap. What we've done is we've made it even easier. So with the protocol, you can add your liquidity directly on the protocol. So once you add liquidity, you can start farming it right here. So everything that you need is right there on the protocol. We've made it really, really simple. In addition to the how-to guide, we're also going to be releasing some content and some videos just to walk you guys through that process as well. So if anyone has any questions about it, please feel free to mention them in the chat, address us in the Telegram group. We're going to be dropping these videos very soon, but I wanted everyone to get a chance to get acquainted with this. This will be dropping shortly. In the meantime, we do have a countdown to get everyone excited. So just keep an eye out for it. It's going to be July 29th, Friday, 12 p.m. EST, Eastern United States time.
And just so you guys know, to jump in real quick, if you're overwhelmed by anything you just heard or saw, I don't understand providing liquidity, don't worry. We're going to go have calls that go specifically through this. You have until the 29th to kind of learn this and figure it out. But I just have to commend the team and some of what was built here, because some of the biggest projects in crypto, they still don't have like an easy way to add it to your wallet, an easy way to check your balance. It's all built right into the site. And this is the easiest possible way I've seen with a token that's truly like not on a centralized exchange to do it. So it looks really good. This is probably as easy as it will get for you. But if you can learn these skills of how to do this, then you can go do this essentially with any token. And it's a really good skill set to have. So I encourage y'all to learn and, lean on us. And, this is sadly, we're what I like to call crypto degenerates. This is all we do. I love talking about this stuff and helping people with it. So not bugging us. And whatever you need, we want to make it as easy as humanly possible for you guys to do. One of the most complicated things probably in the financial world. So we understand that. We're here to help and let us know what we can do.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to kick it back over and want to let them know about any further updates. And then we're going to go through a lot of tokenomics stuff tonight because we want you to understand the importance of the token listing and how you can best benefit with the rewards.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Craig. And thank you so much, Josh. Looking forward to going through the tutorials in the upcoming days and couple of weeks ahead. So what I want to do now is I want to hand the Zoom back over to our CEO, Albert Muir, because, I really believe that a lot of people have been distracted in the past weeks and even months, and they've been distracted with what's not working on the project at that current time, which is totally natural. If you've got the app, it's not working, you can't log in, something's not happening, when's it going to be happening, what are you doing? That's normal. But at some point in time, you had never heard of PunkPanda, and you decided that in some way, shape, or form, you wanted to buy, own, acquire, earn some of these tokens. So we want you to focus back on the big picture, because this token is about to be listed, and we want you to understand not only why is it worth holding these tokens and not selling them. And I tell you what, this is not something that you've seen before. Some of the information is, but this mindset and this positioning is brand new. So Albert, back over to you.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at about the 7th month period here, almost 8 months. And if you go back and research the history of WhatsApp, at the 8-month period, the CEO and one of the owners was about ready to walk away from WhatsApp. That's because they kept having many crash things. So everything has not went as smooth as we wanted it to. But 4 years later, that owner was cashing in on $19 billion. So when we do some comparison, we've got 550,000 downloads and only had a very limited time during this 8 months to actually register new people while we're all the time upgrading the different app that we have right now. If you look and compare us to Zoom, Viber, Dropbox, WhatsApp, every one of these companies, the one thing that they had in common, they got to 1 million registrations within 1 year. We're easily going to do that. Now, that 1 million happens to be the springboard that allowed them to go on over the next 4 to 5 years and reach a target of about 300 to 400 to 500 million registered users. That gave every one of them a valuation of no less than $19 billion. WhatsApp sold to Facebook for $19 billion. All of them offered a free service, just like we're doing, and a percentage for paying for services. We haven't added our paid services yet. Zoom is now valued at $98 billion. Dropbox at one time had a valuation of $22 billion. And if you stand back and you look at what we are going to be, we're all 4 of these things in one. If you can go to the next slide, Marcus. 275 million. The reason that I want to talk about this is because we're doing a listing on July 29th. And when you watch most listings, they list with simply nothing but a white paper, just an idea that's on paper. We have an app that's 98% there with the messaging app, an app that the world has never seen before, one that rewards every 30 minutes and just goes viral everywhere with everybody that sees it. And in addition to that, we've made everything very simple to pull all these people that are not into crypto into crypto. In addition to that, we have Panda 11. Panda 11 is a fully functioning app and will probably be the #1 revenue generator for PunkPanda as the years go along, and will probably be a multi-billion-dollar valuation independent by itself. And it's a place right now on July 29th where people can buy tokens and they can go over and they can start using them as a utility case. In addition to that, we're about ready to come up to a half-life. And this is very, very important for you owning and sharing and staking these tokens. Now, right now, by using the app, sharing the app, and staking the tokens, you can keep earning rewards every 30 minutes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the only place that you're going to be able to get them now is if you're not using the app and sharing the app and earning the tokens, is you have to buy them. You know, the pre-sale is done. That's not an option anymore. So that's one option that's gone. But in November, we're going to be having our very first half-life. And if you followed the history of Bitcoin, after a half-life of Bitcoin, it usually enters into a bull market. So as everybody knows, for 1 year, we are mining the tokens 2,100 every 30 minutes, which 1,050 of them go to the Panda Pals. So yes, those of you that have helped pioneer this, thank you very much. You also brought a philosophy that was just a theory on paper. You've brought it to light, and that was that anybody in the world could have a smartphone, did not have to invest one single penny, and could go out and make life-changing money. We have stories from India, we have stories from Nigeria, stories from all over the world of people being in third world countries, not much money, but able to take their smartphone and go out and just make generational changes for their family already. And that day is upon us on August 28th, where people are going to be starting to get rewarded. You will never earn as many tokens. Let's go back. You'll never earn as many tokens as you've earned during this time period right now. Anybody that's been holding tokens in the app, well, they've been receiving 485 that is shared through all of them, 250. Now look what happens in November. There won't be 2,100 listed anymore. There will only be 1,050. And those will be minted every 20 minutes. So at that half-life, it's going to lower the supply that goes into the market. And one of the things that we've done here is we'll go ahead and I'll save that for the last 2 pages and stuff. But as you can see, November is going to be an important date for us because that's going to be the first half-life. And then for the next 2 years, remember from the very beginning, with or without us, this project is running for 15 years because it's on the smart contract. Go to the next slide. And I just want to make everybody highly aware that right now, people can go over with BNB, Ethereum, and purchase PPM. That's an impressions on the smart contract that's sitting right there at Panda 11. Play the games. If you want to withdraw before July 29th, you'd have to withdraw in BNB, Ethereum, or Tron. After July 29th, you'll still have the option. You can withdraw in PPM or withdraw in Ethereum, BNB, or Tron. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows everything. So we'll talk about the Panda 11 and all the benefits of that on our next corporate call. And I'll be recording a video. So let me turn it back over to you, Marcus, and then I'll finish up.
Albert, thank you very much. So I want to ask you guys a question. Out of the thousands of coins and tokens on the market, and of maybe the dozens that you have purchased in your lifetime, how many of those tokens actually had products and services that were already in the market when you purchased those tokens? And how many of those companies are you actually using their products and services right now and supporting that token that you've purchased? So I want to just share something with you that might get you thinking a little bit differently about these tokens. Even if you've got 2 tokens or 5 tokens or 10 tokens sitting in your phone wallet right now, there's different ways that you can access these tokens. Coming July 29th, people can go and buy these tokens on PancakeSwap. Those of you who are lucky enough to see the private and pre-sale and have already purchased some of these tokens at below market rate, congratulations to you guys. You're going to be so happy that you did. So you can buy them. The other thing you can do is you can earn them by using and sharing the Panda app. So those of you who have done that during this pioneering process, there's something called the Pioneers Premium. You guys have been through the challenges and the frustrations and the obstacles and the delays, and you've had to exercise your Panda patience. but you have earned yourself the Pioneers Premium. We had somebody just the other day send a screenshot of their Panda app wallet, and they have 160,000 PunkPanda tokens from using and sharing the app. That was Peter. Congratulations to you, Peter. So you can also earn these tokens by playing Panda 11 game. That's in the App Store right now. You can do that from your laptop. You can do it from your phone. You can actually go and play your matches and earn these tokens right now. Coming up in the future, you can play the Panda Legends fighting NFT game. So that's another way people can earn these tokens. But these tokens truly are the golden goose of crypto tokens. Now, why do I say that? A lot of people come out there and say, this is the best, this is going to do this is amazing. They throw out these words. Well, what's your justification for that statement? Let me share this with you. Every single token you hold, no matter how you got that token, is like a little mining machine that every 30 minutes is going to give you more portions or more tokens every 30 minutes because you're holding that token in your app, or you have it staked on the farm, or you have it staked in the PunkPanda back office. This is not a machine that you have to buy and we have to send it to you and you go plug it in somewhere and you got to attach an aerial to it. You know, this is something that simply that you can hold this token in your Trust wallet. You can hold it in your MetaMask. You can hold it in the phone app. You can have it in the PunkPanda farm. You just hold these tokens. Every single one of them is a golden goose. And the more of these you hold, the more tokens you get every 30 minutes for the next 15 years. I don't know another project that's offering this. And you can get these tokens. If you can't buy them, go earn them for sharing the word and playing games. So my question is, how many do you want? This is our ecosystem. We've got the smart contract that we deployed back in November 2021. It's throwing off tokens to people who are using the app, sharing the app, staking it, and playing the games. So we already have the Panda Pals rewards happening. The Panda app is up and running and is getting better day by day. We already have a massive global community from the first 120 days of sharing the concept of this app. 550,000 people downloaded this. Albert mentioned an important number. 1 million people is the springboard when these type of projects start to go to the moon. So once this app's ready and really functioning well, it only takes every one of our community members to share this app with one person each. And we go from 500,000 to 1 million. And then from 1 million to 2 million, to 4 million, to 8 million, to 16 million, to 32 million people in a matter of days, guys. So we have the world's first crypto sports fantasy app in Panda 11. Panda Legends, we've already signed a 7-figure contract. That development is ahead of time for Panda Legends. You guys are going to be excited to see that. We've got the first OG collection of our NFTs being dropped in the next month or two as well. Guys, there is a lot of exciting things coming forward, and you guys own a share of this company with every single one of these tokens that you are holding right now. So I want to hand back to close out this call to Albert, because people are asking themselves, okay, we're listing, what's going to stop this token from going through the floor? Well, it's a great question, and we've thought about this. We've put things in place to not only protect the project, but to help protect every single one of you who have been with us on this journey and have purchased or earned some of these tokens along the way. Albert, over to you. You're muted, sir.
This is a fantastic question that I always challenge people to ask when they're looking at a project. You know, how will your token hold or increase its value? And I've always told people, when you look at a crypto project, just imagine it was fiat. Take the crypto out and say, you know what, this is a great project, even if it was operating on fiat. And if you look at PunkPanda with the Panda 11 and with the Panda Meat that will be coming along and the Panda Legends, well, we could operate on fiat and be perfectly fine and be very successful. The crypto just allows us to be much more successful, much better, because we can divide it out by 18 zeros. Now, so in the beginning, you know, on July 29th, we could let everybody just open up the floodgates and go over and take all their tokens and withdraw all of them and stuff. That would just be stupid. It would just be nothing but a pump and dump, and the whole project would be over with in about 5 or 6 days. The price would be down to 1 cent before we even get started. So what we've done is we took into careful consideration on day one to not have that happen. Have this project go into the whole 15 years without any sort of pump and dump that could possibly take place. So these are the 6 things that we put into place. We got the minting and the halve lives. And if we created all 275 million on one day, there'd be the possibility that they could get dumped on the market. 210 million of these are absolutely being minted over the next 15 years. We have a 48-hour rule. That 48-hour rule, it's an incentive for you. Hey, if you need a couple $100, maybe go sell your Ethereum, sell your Tron. Don't sell the PPM, because during that 48 hours, when you hit the withdrawal button, 48 hours, you will not get paid rewards on your wallet, okay? That's in the back office or in your app, okay? So we have the DeFi and staking. Well, when somebody like the country of India, they love to get the higher percentage and they like to stake for longer periods of time. Those are tokens that are taken off the market, whether it's for 3 months or for 2 years. We could go to number 4. We have the company buyback. Think about this. Every time Panda 11 rakes in, $10,000, then that means $300 is going to go and buy the tokens off the market, and we're going into the company buyback wallet. We have the token lock and the withdrawal limits. That's why we instituted the 1% on month 1, the 2%. That way the market can never be flooded with a bunch of tokens, driving down the pressure. And finally, you have to create use for the tokens. If everybody's strategy, which everybody's strategy is, if you ask 25 crypto projects, what are you going to do to keep the price and hold the price? We're going to teach our people how to trade, and we're going to list it, and we're going to list it here. Well, the only thing that's going to happen is everybody's going to take the tokens, they're going to sell them. We've all seen it many times, okay? What we've done is we've got all of these utility cases for our token. And so with these 6 things being in place, we know that we're going to have a level, stable coin that's going to continuously hold or rise in value as time goes along. So with that, let me turn it back over to you, Marcus. Thanks everybody, Jedi, Josh, and Crypto Craig. That staking farm looks wonderful. I've seen lots of them. You guys made it so simple. It's usually very complicated when you go there. So thank you very much. Thank you. And congratulations on all of you that are, many of you are in these third world countries where $1,000 in 1 month is a lot. And some of you went out there and made 50,000, 80,000, 100,000 tokens. So thank you for taking the theory that was on paper, less than 9 months ago, and making it a reality. I mean, it gives me goosebumps. So let me turn it back over to you, Marcus.
Albert, thank you very much. And listen, I'm just going to give an opportunity, because whether it's Josh or Craig, if there's anything that you want to say in closing, because I know that we sat down and we had some serious conversations around, what can we expect with liquidity when we list the token, what's going on in the crypto market right now. Should we go ahead and list as promised as soon as possible? So there's a lot of things that we considered. So Josh or Craig, is there anything that you want to add in closing before I throw back to TW for final thoughts?
Yeah, sure. Great call, by the way, guys. That was a lot of good content right there for sure. I would say that right now we're talking to a lot of different projects, and I get a pretty granular look at some of the things that crypto.com is working on. And a lot of people are just pushing off projects because at the end of the day, they're just pictures of monkeys or JPEGs that they're selling, right? And then they're trying to add utility on the back end. I mean, and Marcus pretty much hit it on the head. They have working products here that are moving. So for them to move forward, and even in a poor market condition while the world is up in arms and no one really knows what the future holds, to come out and do this, I think is pretty pioneerish, and I like it. But it's also a time to make crypto cool again. Crypto needs a project that will bring people out of the doldrums, out of the depression, where they don't have to necessarily even invest money. They can go use a working app and share it and actually be rewarded in crypto at a pretty alarming rate. Just for doing stuff that they'd probably do if they liked the app anyway. And so to have that backed by a number of things is great. If you have any kind of vision, like what Albert was talking about, going through the different numbers with WhatsApp and stuff like that. If you look at all the stuff that's coming, if you pick any 2 of those 5 prongs that are out there, like that's really great utility in a way that, like, you know, will bring great price action to this project and probably some great valuations in the future as well. So if you have any kind of vision for even just 9 months out for all the things that are coming, from the education to the NFTs to the, you know, the gaming, and then all the way to like the actual game where you can use the NFTs, there's a lot coming. So, you know, if you can kind of see that far ahead, I mean, you know, as an investor and a trader, they say short term is anything like under a year. Well, if that's short term, then can you imagine what long term would be here? If you can kind of see that vision and think 1-2 years into the future with all the things that are going to come, I think you guys are in the right place at the right time. And I'm very, very bullish on you guys, this project, and the whole team. So we're excited to bring you guys all the stuff coming up to the 29th, and let's go get it.
Yeah, one thing I also want to share in closing is I was sitting with a friend of mine who's a financial planner, and he deals with a lot of high net worth clients and sophisticated investors. And he's saying, you know what, listing right now isn't a bad thing. He said, yeah, the crypto market's getting smashed, but every market is getting smashed in the financial services industry. And he said, you know what, a lot of these people that are my clients, they want to get into crypto, and the way that they evaluate an investment is very different. They're looking for real products, real companies, real owners, real services, things that they can put money into and can actually grow over time. You know, if they're buying property, they're looking at a 10 to a 15-year cycle, right? So these people are not doing the old hokey pokey investing like a lot of people in crypto, where they put their money in, and if they don't double it in 2 weeks, they're disappointed and depressed. I mean, this is a real project. We're aiming this from day one. With the way we've set up those withdrawal rules, the vesting schedule, you know, as founders and corporate people on the project, it takes us 2.5 years to get our tokens out. Why would we have set that up if we don't think we're going to be around 2.5 years from now? One thing I'll tell you is that no matter where the market is right now in crypto, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, it's going to have gone up, right? We've seen that time and time and time again. My question is, if you go and take $1,000 or $10,000 or whatever the number is that makes sense for you, and you buy a token that's out there on the market, let's say you buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, right? And let's say for that, you get 0.01. Now, in 3 years' time, guess how much Bitcoin you're going to have sitting in your wallet if you do nothing? 0.01, right? If you take that same amount of money and put it into PunkPanda tokens, let's say you've got 1,000 PunkPanda tokens. In 3 years' time, if you do nothing, you're not going to have 1,000 PunkPanda tokens, because guess what? Every 30 minutes, you're getting more. You might have 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, who knows? By doing nothing, you can accumulate these golden goose mining machines just by holding these tokens, even if you do nothing else. So that's it from me. I want to hand back. I'm not sure if you want to add anything, Josh. If not, we'll hand back to TW to close out.
We're good.
TW, over to you, sir, and I'll give your t-shirt back after the call.
No problem. No problem, Marcus. Listen, and by the way, Albert, that t-shirt looks good on you too, by the way. That white looks amazing on you. Listen, guys, I just want to say this as we close. Can you hear the confidence of the speakers tonight? Can you hear the excitement? Can you feel it? What you need to do is get this recording, and you need to get this out to everybody you know that knows anything about crypto. Anybody that's interested in crypto, anybody that wanted to do something in crypto. It's people that have said no to you, people that have said, we'll wait. Now is the time. Can you see the excitement going on right now? Can you smell what's brewing right now in PunkPanda? Listen, guys, you guys are the pioneers. We appreciate you guys. And guess what? If it wasn't for so many delays, we probably have a couple million people in by now, but we don't. And this is the opportunity that you have as a pioneer, because come November, things are going to change, and you guys are getting the best PunkPanda has to offer right now as far as token wise. As many tokens that are coming. Albert said it. You'll never get more tokens than you got right now, and be proud of that. Be excited about that. Get this video and get it out. Get it out to everybody. Post it on your Instagram. Post a link on your YouTube channels. Just do that, because this right here is ready to go. It's ready to explode, and you want to be the one that's responsible for bringing more people to PunkPanda than anybody else. We love you guys. We thank you. We're gonna unmute you guys. Allow you guys to say good night. As a matter of fact, you can unmute yourselves now. Good night, guys. We love you from PunkPanda
Good night. God
Studios.
bless.
Philippines.
All right.
Good morning.
Night.
From the
Good
Philippines.
night, Fuko.
From
Good
the
night.
Philippines.
Thank you
Good
so much.
morning. From the Philippines.
Let's
Off in the
go,
car, everybody.
PunkPanda.
Philippines.
Hi.
Philippines.
Thank you.
Philippines.
Thank you so much,
Philippines.
you guys.
Frank, you're awesome.
Thank